Hi, I'm Rachel, and this is my presentation on the prevention of heart disease through nutrition. All throughout history, humanity has faced a constant struggle with various diseases that have posed a great threat to people's health. People have always been infatuated with the idea of convenience. Since the dawn of the industrial age, this obsession quickly grew out of control, causing a plethora of serious consequences that inevitably gave disease the upper hand. We always will, and always have, needed food. This sparked the transition into what we now know as the food industry. Today, instead of producing naturally grown food, farms are comprised of monocultural graveyards plagued with pesticides and chemicals left over from World War II. With hunting, gathering, and farming now obsolete traditions due to construction of grocery stores and drive-through windows, the health of humans has deteriorated quickly. The leading cause of death in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia, in fact, is heart disease. So what is it in people's diet and daily habits that is causing heart disease to claim so many lives? Exercise, though often a dreaded activity for most, offers an infinite number of benefits for the body. Researchers from Harvard Medical School released data from the 10-year Women's Health Study that showed moderate exercise reduced the risk of heart disease by 27 to 41%. While lowering the bad LDL, or low-density lipoprotein cholesterol that leads to heart disease, exercise raises the good HDL, or high-density lipoprotein cholesterol, that protects against heart disease. It also helps to improve circulation, which prevents blood clots that can inevitably lead to heart attacks or stroke. Exercise, when paired with a good diet, can potentially cure obesity and inevitably strengthen the heart to improve its function. When modifying a diet to suit a heart-healthy meal, one of the substances to avoid is cholesterol. Cholesterol is a waxy substance that's found in fats in your blood, which the body needs to continue building healthy cells. The human body typically produces all of the cholesterol it needs to survive, though because there is cholesterol in a majority of the food available to eat, abolishing cholesterol from one's diet is nearly impossible. There are two types of cholesterol: the good, high-density lipoprotein, or HDL, which the human body produces naturally, and the bad, low-density lipoprotein, that is found in a lot of unhealthy foods. There are at least 5 different kinds of each type of cholesterol, but the two that tend to cause the most heart-related issues are HDL3, which may be pro-inflammatory, and LDLB, which oxidizes and gets stuck in the artery walls. According to PhD Johnny Bowden, inflammation is the real cause of heart disease. Slight injuries in the vascular wall become inflamed, trapping oxidized LDLB particles and other nasty compounds. Free radicals create more damage, and inflammatory chemicals create more inflammation. Inflammation loosens the connections between cells in the artery walls, making it easier for foreign substances to get trapped there. Before you know it, you've got a toxic brew that can form into plaque. This can be easily avoided if people consume more foods that contain high amounts of fiber, omega-3s, fatty acids, polyunsaturated fatty acids, antioxidants, and sterols and stanols, foods like oatmeals, fish, and nuts, all the while avoiding foods such as butter, fast food, and certain cheeses. Though cholesterol seems to be a significant contributor to heart disease, there are other preventative measures people need to take in conjunction with cholesterol management and exercise. Decreasing the consumption of saturated and trans fats work to lower cholesterol. Saturated fats are found in food derived from animals and raises total blood cholesterol levels and low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol levels, which, as discovered in the previous slide, increases your risk of cardiovascular disease. Trans fats also come from animals, but it's generally used to make synthetic oils such as cooking oils so that they don't go as bad as quickly as naturally occurring oils. Good fats that should be included in a heart-healthy meal are monounsaturated and polyunsaturated fats, which are present in many foods such as fish containing high levels of linoleic acid, or ALA. All of the foods necessary to get rid of heart disease are seldom, if at all, available for purchase at local food restaurants. The menu generally consists of greasy food or equally non-nutritious items containing heavy amounts of salt and sugar. Both salt and sugar, if not carefully monitored, inevitably raises blood pressure. Sugar is an inflammatory agent within the body. Insulin is released by the body when sugar is consumed, causing a swelling in the linings of the blood vessels throughout the body. As a result, the space allowed for blood to pass through the vessels becomes heavily reduced. Excessive consumption of sugars has been linked with several metabolic abnormalities and adverse health conditions. Neither contributes to the health of the individual that eats it, if not ingested in small doses. Sugar and salt are both found in nature. Sugar is found in fruits and vegetables, while sodium chloride is found in the ocean. Now that the substances are artificially manufactured for taste rather than nutrition, the nutritious value of both is non-existent, which is why heart disease becomes a risk factor. Society has done an excellent job making it nearly impossible to know how to begin and maintain a perfectly balanced diet. There are always new supplements being discovered that supply more essential nutrients to the body, and always old ones that after more research render themselves either useless or harmful. Heart disease is one of the many life-threatening illnesses caused by people's inability to see past their wallets. Until Americans begin to invest in themselves and demand a healthier life, disease will continue to gain on the health of us all. Exercise, differentiating what cholesterol is good or bad, avoiding saturated and trans fats, and managing sugar and salt intake reduces heart disease to merely a distant foe. The answer to preventing heart disease is simple. Go back to basics of eating healthy and staying physically